Okay, so now we're ready for the last part of our example. It was asking us to create a table of values. It wanted us to create an equation, and now it wants us to graph it. So we can go about graphing our line two different ways. We can either one, look at the table of values that we had and plot those ordered pairs, or we can take a look at the equation. I personally like to look at the equation. We do know that this 2 represents the slope. And remember, the slope is the change in y, which is vertical, over the change in x, which is horizontal. So 2 would be represented as our numerator, and 1 would be represented as our denominator. So we have 2 over 1. So what this is saying is if we start at the origin and we go up, because remember this is the change in y, if we go up 2 spaces and then go to the right, which is our x, our horizontal, 1 space, then we can continue to graph those points and it will create our line for us. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that on the graph. So if we start at our origin and we do the change in y, which was 2, I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to go to the right 1, which is the change in x, so over 1. And I'm going to put a point right there. Then I'm going to continue from this point. I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to go over to the right 1. 1. And this is called rise over run. That's one way to kind of think about it. I know it seems a little weird. It's kind of the opposite of what we think about when we're graphing points. Typically, we move along the x-axis and then go up in the y or down or whichever way. But for this, for slope, it's always going to be rise over run. So I'm going to do one more point because it's always good to have at least 3 or 4 points. So I'm going to go from this point, I'm going to go up 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to go to the right 1. To the right 1. And when I do, I now have a line. I'm going to draw it to the best of my ability. There we go. That represents Darnell's walking. Every second, he's going 2 meters. So if you look, here's 1 meter, he's going 2. Here's here's 1 second, he's going 2 meters. Here's 2 seconds, he's going 4 meters. Here's 3 seconds, he's going 6 meters. Here's 4 seconds, he'd be going 8 meters. So again, this is how you can go ahead and graph any type of equation that you have that has your slope.